Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Thursday, September 30th, 2021 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is harmony within flows without. I don't know if those are the proper words, but you get the gist of it. Starting with our harmony in here, all of this harmony in here flows out into the world and supports the world in learning how to work together. A song keeps popping into my head. Let's work together. I'm not going to sing. So today, interesting day, building to some intense astro stuff. Definitely some worth spikes. Some people talk about the Schumann spikes. I talk about the worth spikes. So we have some worth spikes happening today with this astro energy. And some of it's in what we're building to tomorrow. I actually want to start with what we're building to tomorrow because I think that this is some of that power keg energy that's going to be kind of like simmering under the surface that we're going to be feeling. So what we're having tomorrow on Friday, October 1st. October, really? Where? How? Why? When? This year has gone by in such a weird fashion. Anyway, we have Mars opposite Chiron on Friday. And we are also having Mercury will now have retrograded back into squaring Pluto and opposing Eris. And that's just a whole big energy. So especially that Mercury square Pluto, that is going to be simmering. And that Mars and Chiron, Mars energy just adds a little war energy to it all, like spikes us for the fight. And then we'll add the moon in Leo to that and egos. Oh my goodness. Friday's one of those days when could be good to stay home. Just because of the energies. Although home may not be any better because we've got egos at home too, right? So there's definitely some energy simmering under the surface, some power plays, some power keg stuff going on. And meanwhile, we have major Venus lessons today, Thursday, to help get us there. So this, I think, is like the major point of today. I always think there's like one major aspect that happens, that I kind of focus on. This is that. So it's Venus square Jupiter. And I was sitting and really feeling this, and I was like, what is this about? Jupiter in Aquarius is highlighting the collective, like how we need to come together, work together, but also highlighting how each individual needs to stand up for themselves as an individual in and through this. And I feel like that's where this Venus energy is being tested. Venus and Scorpio. Now, let me just say, this is a master level degree. It's 22 degrees. So there's some master lessons. That doesn't mean you're a master at this. It means we've all got to master this a little bit. And it's going to be like, it's a challenging test. It's college level. This is college level test right here. Maybe even PhD level, I think, at this. I think we've reached the PhD level of stuff in this last little bit. Anyway, so, or masters. How about that? Master's level degree. So, anyway, Venus in Scorpio. Venus in Scorpio really needs to know themselves. That's my little Mahalo. He's Scorpio rising, Scorpio moon, scratching. He's like, I feel this. Okay, so Venus in Scorpio knows themselves, knows their dark, knows their light. Because otherwise, both your dark and your light can be taken and be manipulated by the collective, by that Jupiter energy. So here we have the square, here we have the resistance. So check yourself, check your victim, check your empowered self. Like, are you really feeling empowered? Are you saying that you're feeling empowered and you don't really feel empowered? Because I've done that. We've done that, right? Like, that's a human thing. Like, yes, I've got this. I know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing, right? So check that, because I'm really feeling this energy can be quite manipulated. Stand in your truth. Stand in your sense of balance. Stand in your worth. Now, I think that we may see, like over the next few days, some ugliness come out of people, and that's okay. We all have ugliness inside. It happens. But again, check yourself in and through this as we move through this, because there's this feeling of being kind of swayed off your feet by this energy. If you are not able to stand like equally, this is my light and I know it and I love it, and this is my shadow and this is here. So be very aware of this energy. Like I said, it's a master level thing, so chances are you'll be like kind of swept off and like swimming. Oh, wait, come back here, come back to this balance. Speaking of swimming, that's the other piece. We are finishing up the moon in Cancer, and the moon in Cancer is making more connections to the other water signs, actually including to Venus and Neptune. So we still have that Venus-Neptune energy in play, like I said yesterday. So it's grand trine water. So like I said, swept off our feet, swept off by the illusion, like, oh, here I go. And then it's like, wait, this is not my integrity. This is not what I signed up for. This is not it. So be aware of that through the day. Now, of course, anything Venus can always manifest in personal relationships, whether friendships or, romantic relationships, but I really do feel like this is happening more on a collective level. However, you may find it happening or mirroring or reflecting in closer relationships as well, so do be aware of that. So like I said, moon in Cancer, it's bringing up all of the feels. And the moon in Cancer is also making a connection to Pluto. Again, highlighting that square, that exact square that we're building into. So it's not a square, it's it's a grand cross. We've got a grand cross of the cardinals. And so a lot of times that energy, like, I shall not be moved. I will do the moving. But again, who's the authority that's doing the moving? Check for that. I feel like the cardinal signs being activated is a call for us to stand in ourselves, in the leader within ourselves, in our personal authority, to know ourselves. And again, there's going to be some power plays. So be aware of that. That moon in Cancer is going to be activating it. Let's see what time that is. That is, it's early in the day. 7 a.m. Pacific time. That's 10 a.m. Eastern time. So kicking off the day that way, right? The good news is then that passes, and then we just have all of the Friday stuff to look forward to, right? Let's see. Besides this energy going on, we will have the moon moving into Leo, 5:53 p.m. Pacific time, so later in the evening. But again, check your inner child, and check your ego. Keep working on staying in the heart, listening to the heart, listening to your inner child, letting your child give you feedback. But again, being the adult and making adult decisions in and through this. And again, keep coming back to know your light, know your dark. Hopefully this is all making a lot of sense. So let's dig into these cards I have. I have mind cards. Mind games up the wazoo. And I will say, the morality card in reverse, like, I call this card the shoulds card, but the morality card in reverse is giving me the vibe of someone's up to no good. Like, somebody is intentionally playing with you. Don't let them get into your head too much. Tune into your higher guidance. Listen to your higher guidance. This doesn't mean me. This doesn't mean any other, psychic, astrologer, anybody. You have the connections that you need to get the messages that you need. So really, honor your highest guidance in and through this. I also have the patience card in reverse, and I'm feeling that with this, kind of power keg energy that we're building into, patience is not going to be a great thing. So spend a lot of time connecting in, grounding, breathing, and noticing for yourself, what do you need right now? How can you approach yourself? How can you find the harmony? Going back to our lesson of Libra, how can you find harmony within to help move through this? So that is it for today. You can book a reading with me. I have my reading sale for relationship readings. So fun. Email me about that or any other reading. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and stay curious. Namaste.